So Bernie the boxer, um, he let it out the bag that Terence Crawford will be fighting Canelo Alvarez September 13th. Now, according to Blue Blood, man, shout out to Blue Blood. He said he don't think Bernie was supposed to really let that out yet, but I mean, he did it, I guess, out of excitement, man. Hope Bud don't chew him up for it if he wasn't supposed to release that info yet, but still, man, shout out to Bernie the boxer for that one, man. Word up, man. But with that being said, Canelo Alvarez is taking on William Skull for his strap, that trying to get the strap that he got stripped from him back at 168, because as we know, Canelo was no longer undisputed. But because he didn't, I guess when he was supposed to face Skull, he didn't face him. Okay, I think he took on Edgar Berlanga instead. But he is fighting William Skull in May, and he is that Cinco de Mayo, and then he fights that Mexican Independent Weekend coming September. So Canelo Alvarez always fights on those 2 days, religiously fights on those 2 days. He fights every year the same 2 times, and I think there may have been some times where he fought in between, but those, May and September those are the most Canelo Alvarez fights, and many believe this William Skull dude is like a tune-up. In a strange twist, though, in a strange sense, William Skull, I watched some of his fights. He's a boxer. He likes to box and move around. So, in a sense, this is like almost like Canelo preparing for Terence Crawford, because many believe Terence Crawford in the fight with Canelo will be more of a boxer than he is more of a come forward, a brawler, so to speak. It might be true. It may not be true. I don't think, we're going to know what Terence Crawford's going to do until he get in the ring. And on the flip side, people are wondering, is Terence Crawford going to take a tune-up before facing Canelo? Okay? Because many believe Canelo Alvarez is a tall order, because they're saying, Bud moving up, skipping up to 2 weight classes, not even stopping at 160 first, is not good for Terence Crawford. I don't believe that, but at the same time, I think a light touch should be good. Hence, I mean a light touch. When this amount of money is at stake, we don't really want nothing to go wrong. We don't. If he loses before Canelo, that might dull the fight a little bit. Okay, because people want to see Terence Crawford keep his O against Canelo Alvarez. All right, so that will probably put a little damper on the fight, a little mystique to the fight, whatever. But it'll probably lower the stock just a bit, But there's still going to be some mystique there, regardless. But we want Crawford to go in there with his O. And many are saying they think Crawford might end up sitting this fight out, and some believe he should. Some believe that's a bad idea. He should definitely take some kind of a warm-up fight before he steps in the ring with Canelo Alvarez in September. And like I said, I'm one of those believers. I think he should take a fight. I had said he should fight either somebody at 160 or 168 would be even better, because that's the weight class he's going to be fighting at. And I know there's some light touches there. Like, when I mean light touch, I mean a light touch. Somebody that maybe mimics a little bit of Canelo, but, he's not known. Or, somebody that lower ranked, you pull him up or something like that. But a name that's been floating around that they think Terence Crawford should fight, because they think that he mimics Canelo's his frame and stuff like that. And that person is Sergei Derevyanchenko. Okay, now I've been thinking about this all day. Is that a wise choice for Terence Crawford before Canelo? I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. That's a tough fight, dude. if y'all ain't been following, y'all know I know how Derevyanchenko get down. The dude is a fucking monster. He's a beast. He's a beast. He fights anybody, gets in the ring with anybody. I think he's dangerous, man. He's still dangerous. Questionable win over Triple G. You know, people think he was robbed against Triple G. And I think he beat Triple G, man, when they fought at 160. But Derevyanchenko he's a warrior, man. He's strong. He got a good chin. But at the same time, he has a lot of wear and tear, man. He has a lot of mileage on him. And he's lost some fights. He's won some fights. He has a pretty solid resume. He's gonna put up a hell of a fight against Terence Crawford, and I think Derevyanchenko is risky, man. I don't. I just think a lot of y'all are not gonna agree with me. I just think he's a little risky. I mean, if it wasn't a Canelo fight at stake, I wouldn't care if he fought Derevyanchenko, but I think it's a little risky, man. I just do because these Ukrainian dudes, they very unpredictable, man. Bud is going. I think Bud can handle his own, man. Bud could do it. He could hold his own. Just saying, anything could go wrong in that kind of fight, man. He's just, Derevyanchenko is a scrappy dude. Anything could go wrong. A headbutt. Bud could get cut, under his eye, anything like that, or something else. He can get hit wrong by Derevyanchenko, but we want to see that. We want to see how Bud handles the 168 power. Now, Derevyanchenko got good power. Does he punch as hard as Canelo? I would think so, man. I would think so. I would think, to be honest, Derevyanchenko cracked probably a little bit harder than Canelo. I would say he's underrated. They underrate his power, and I think they actually overrate Canelo's power. That's just the way I see it, man. I always wonder why Canelo never fought Derevyanchenko, man. That's crazy. But I think that's a real risky fight for Bud right now, man, to be honest. Because Derevyanchenko, like I said, he's a scrappy dude. He's been in there with everybody. He's going to put pressure on Bud. He's definitely going to throw more punches because he's more of a volume puncher than Canelo as well, too. So if Bud could handle the volume of a Derevyanchenko, he should be able to handle the slower pace of a Canelo, to be real with y'all. But I think he should take a lighter touch than that, man. And maybe, like I said, somebody we never heard of, or somebody with some losses. I know it's going to be, oh, man, but why you want him to fight a bum before Canelo? Because I'm telling y'all, it's obvious why. You know what I mean? It's obvious why. Can Bud outbox Derevyanchenko? Yeah, I think so. We will get to see how Bud can move around in there against somebody that's going to put pressure on him at that weight. Bud has fought. He sparred bigger dudes, big dude, 160 pounders. Yeah, bigger dudes from what I'm hearing too. He sparred a lot of big dudes. He sparred Carlos Adames. I know that's sparring, but still, Bud is a dog. I think he can hold his own, but what I'm saying is I don't want nothing else to go wrong in that fight, man, with Derevyanchenko, like a cut or something. That's what I don't want to happen. But we'll see what Bud does, man. I think he should take some. I don't think he should wait it out. He shouldn't wait it out, man. He shouldn't wait it out for till September. I think that's way too long for Terence Crawford to be inactive for a type of fight like that. At the same time, you don't want him to get a lot. You don't want him getting any wear and tear on him before Canelo either. That's why I'm saying I think a light touch is in order. Is in order, but not to say things can't happen with a light touch either. But it's less risky than a Derevyanchenko. I just think Derevyanchenko is too risky right now, man. Just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Drop them comments and talk to me. I'll catch y'all in the next one. And I'm off this.